So here's what to expect when traveling to the Dominican Republic from the United States. I mean, I don't really have anything against the United States. I just don't want to live here anymore, and I want to live in the Dominican Republic for the rest of my life.
Hello, hola, it's Yonny and Kayla. Hola, hello from the TO the Buffalo.
Here's what to expect when traveling from the United States to the Dominican Republic. I have never been able to get a direct flight from the United States to the Dominican Republic. There's always been a connecting flight, but I have heard of direct flights from Toronto, Canada, to the Dominican Republic. But number one, the e-ticket. So the first thing that I always do is fill out the e-ticket. It's basically the customs form where you have to just fill out the address that you're staying at when you're in the Dominican Republic and declare any food or drinks or whatever. And that is online now. It used to be on a piece of paper, but now it's online, and I generally do that 3 or 4 days before my trip. I'm not sure how early you can fill it out. I'm pretty sure you can fill it out however early you want. And then they give you a QR code. I always take a picture of that. I save it to my phone, and they do ask me for that. When I'm leaving the Dominican Republic, they do not ask for that. But when I'm going to the Dominican Republic from the United States, I've always been asked for that QR code, so they make sure that I have that. Number two, I have to have a return flight to the United States. Because I'm a US citizen, because my visa paperwork has not been completed yet, because I'm not a resident of the Dominican Republic yet, I have to have a return flight. And JetBlue does this, Delta does this, Southwest does this. And it has to be within 30 days because that's how long the tourist visa is for. Last time I went to the airport, I didn't think I needed it because I got out without one. But the thing is, I was with my parents. So my parents booked a flight and I was with them. They had return tickets. So they didn't check to see that I had a return ticket. So I was with my parents and I was able to get to the Dominican Republic without a return flight. But when I'm traveling alone, I have to have a return flight to the United States. They just check to see that I booked it. I just took a screenshot of my flight. It doesn't have to be the same flight. I left to the Dominican on Southwest and I had my return flight with JetBlue. They just need to check to make sure you have one. And just a heads up, Delta does free cancellation within 24 hours. Number three, checking in. I love Southwest because they allow 2 free 50-pound checked bags, which I always bring a ton of stuff with me to the Dominican when I go. So I generally use Southwest for that. I also have 2 green duffel bags. They are fantastic. I had one for a long time and I just got another one because I love it. It is the biggest bag possible. It holds 50 pounds and it doesn't take away from the weight. If I had a hard suitcase, that would take away weight from the stuff that I can put inside. And the duffel bag is thick material. It has a zipper lock so I can lock it, which is really nice. That's what I've been using so far. They're still good. My first one has been good for 2 years. I've used it 3 times now and hasn't fallen apart. So highly recommend that duffel bag. Number 4, going through security and customs. I bring a carry-on, but it's hard case and a backpack and a pillow. And they don't say anything. So technically I bring 3 items, but my pillow goes on my seat with me because of my back. I haven't had problems with that. I try and fit as much as possible. They don't weigh my carry-ons, so I pack those things pretty good sometimes. Sometimes it's difficult getting it up in the overhead. And I've only been slowed down by security twice because the first time I bought a huge thing of protein powder at the last second and I threw it in my carry-on. It was closed, it was sealed. I hadn't opened it, but the security guy had to take it out and test it and he wouldn't even open it. He had to give it to me. I had to open it. He tested it and then gave it back to me. So that was just an extra 5 minutes. And then the most recent time I put a snow globe in my carry-on at the last second, not realizing that snow globes have liquid in them. So I got to keep one snow globe. I will never see the other one ever again. At the airport, it's really nice leaving the United States because they transfer your checked bags for you. So I don't even have to go get them and worry about hauling them or dragging them across the floor. They do that. That's all taken care of. I don't like recording videos when I'm leaving the Dominican Republic because I'm leaving Mariano and I hate it. So I have never recorded a video at the airport leaving, but going to the Dominican Republic is the best and I love it, and I am so excited to see Mariano. So I don't have a problem recording videos going to the Dominican Republic. That's totally different. Number 6, arriving at the airport. I have gone to Santo Domingo and I've gone to Punta Cana. Santo Domingo is very big. I was held up as security when I went with my church on a mission trip because they had a lot of medical supplies in their luggage, which they had paperwork for. It just took like 2 hours. They were questioned for 2 hours about that, and then they were given their bags back and they could move on. But I've never had any holds up at the Santo Domingo airport. And Punta Cana, I prefer coming to Punta Cana because it's faster and it's smaller and it's quicker. One time when I got off the plane at Punta Cana, they didn't have one of those pathways where you just open the door to the airplane and there's a path. Once there were just stairs. I had to get off and go downstairs, and that was really hard because I had my carry-on and my backpack and they were so heavy and I was struggling with that. I was dripping in sweat. But that doesn't happen all the time. And then after I go through security and customs and everything, there are luggage men who work for the airport. They have like IDs and stuff. I highly recommend saying yes if they ask you if you want help, because they will get all your bags for you. They will put them on a cart. They will wheel you through security, which if I'm alone, I have to go through security. But if you're with a group, they let you skip it sometimes. But that guy puts my bag on the conveyor belt. He pushes it through the x-ray machine for me. He does all that, and he does it really fast. And I just give him a $20 tip. That is definitely worth it. Say yes to the man. And then getting home from the airport, Uber is way too expensive. And I've used Uber in the Dominican Republic once. They try and get more money, so they'll accept a ride often if it's to the airport. Like it's from San Pedro to the airport in Santo Domingo. They will accept the ride, but then they'll send you messages and they'll ask for more money. And I've heard this happening to other people too. So if the ride on Uber is supposed to be 1,000 pesos to the capital for an hour ride, there are tolls too, so they'll ask for more money, which is acceptable. Like, I understand they need money for tolls, but not 1,000 pesos more for tolls. So they try and get a lot more money. And if you're okay paying it, then that's fine. You can use Uber, but we don't like using it for that reason. There's a guy who has a business and he picks people up from the airport. And then there's also someone else who we often ask to give us a ride. They both have businesses, I think. And from the capital, Santo Domingo, to San Pedro is about an hour, and that is 2,000 pesos, 2,000 or 2,500 pesos for that. And then from Punta Cana, a pickup from Punta Cana to San Pedro, which is about an hour and a half, an hour and 45 minutes. That is 5,000 pesos because it's farther. And the airport has a lot more driving to it. I'm not sure why. But the last and my favorite part of going to the Dominican Republic is obviously seeing Mariano. I cannot wait to go back. It has been way too long. I do not want to keep doing long distance. I mean, we'll survive. We're not going to die, but I don't like it. But that has been my experience traveling to the Dominican Republic from the United States. If you have traveled to the Dominican Republic and you want to share any stories with us, let us know, share them, because we would love to read them. Hopefully, I will be back with Mariano soon. Until next time.
Hello, Mother June. I miss you more than the sands miss the rain here in Phoenix, Arizona. I know you miss me too. You just never learn to read or write. I swear I'll find a better life. I'm doing fine, so ease your worried mind. sit back and close your eyes. Yeah, yeah, this land is a paradise, and the people are so very nice. I'm happier than I've ever been in my whole life. My whole life. 'Cause there's no line at the supermarket, the shelves are always stocked. No one robs or rapes or slaughters, you can leave your door unlocked. The butlers have their own butlers and they tip with priceless gems. The streets are paved with iPhones and no one lives on them. And there's always pristine water falling freely from the faucet. Our moldy old flat would fit inside my new closet. All the billionaires were once squalid beggars, and all the supermodels were once grotesque lepers. So I'll spend my nights bleaching toilets and scrubbing mildew. One day I'll make a fortune and I'll send it back home to you. Hello, Mother June.
Hey, you're big. Who's that? He's back! My name is Kayla, and I am the lucky one.
I'm the lucky one.
Sarah here. Who's back? The most beautiful girl of the whole San Pedro. Capable to do anything. Over my bed.
I'm home. Whew.